In this video, we will explore how to fit images to a content frame using features on the InDesign control panel. In a previous video, we reviewed how to import a new image as well as move, resize, and crop that new image. So what happens if you're working within a document and you see a frame that contains a graphic that doesn't fit? If the frame and its content are different sizes, you can use the fitting commands within the control panel to achieve a perfect fit. To demonstrate, I'm first going to place an image of Sandy Smith, owner of Sandy's Daycare Center, within the text frame on page 2. I'm going to accomplish this task by using Adobe MiniBridge, which was discussed earlier in this chapter. Using MiniBridge, I'm going to navigate to the Sandy's Daycare Center collection, which takes just seconds because of the collection that was created in a previous tutorial. And I'm going to search for Sandy's image, left-click on the image, and drag it to the text frame on page 2. Notice that my image does not fit within the frame that is acting as a placeholder. I'm going to use this image and frame to demonstrate the fitting commands on the control panel. The Fit Content to Frame tool resizes content to fit a frame and allows the content proportions to be changed. The frame will not change, but the content may appear to be stretched if the content and the frame have different proportions. I'm going to select the frame and choose this option to demonstrate. Notice now that the image of Sandy from Sandy's Daycare Center is a little bit too wide and she looks a little bit stretched. You want to be careful when you select this option because of this issue. The Fit Frame to Content option resizes a frame to fit its content. The frame's proportions are altered to match the content proportions if necessary. This is useful for resetting a graphics frame that you might have accidentally altered. I'm going to demonstrate this now. Notice in this instance that the frame became bigger because Sandy Smith's photo was a bit larger than the frame's original size. I'm going to undo this action by using Ctrl-Z on a PC or Command-Z on a Mac, and watch as I demonstrate that if you want to fit a frame to its content as quickly as possible, you can also double-click with your left mouse button on any corner handle of the frame. If you were to double-click a side handle, then the frame would only resize from that side. The Fit Frame to Content feature is a great option if changing the frame's size doesn't affect the rest of the layout of the document. In this case, because I have very well-structured columns, it might not be the best solution here, but this is one of those things that you'll have to play by ear within your own document. The Center Content option centers content within a frame. The proportions of the frame and its content are preserved. The size of the content and frame are unaltered. Notice the changes to my image and frame as I demonstrated this feature. In this case, centering Sandy's picture has caused part of the top of her head to be cut off, so this might not be the best option in this situation. Fit Content Proportionally will resize content to fit a frame while preserving the content's proportions. The frame's dimensions will not be changed. If the content and the frame have different proportions, some empty space will result. I'm going to demonstrate by using this command on a resized version of Sandy's picture with a frame that's bigger than its content. I'm going to select her frame, and then I'm going to click the Fit Content Proportionally option. The Fit Frame Proportionally option resizes content to fill the entire frame while preserving the content's proportions. The frame's dimensions are not changed. If the content and the frame have different proportions, some of the content will be cropped by the bounding box of the frame. With Sandy's picture selected, I'm going to select this option from the control panel. Selecting the Fill Frame Proportionally option seems to be a pretty good fit in our example. Within your own document, feel free to play around with these features in order to find the fit that's best for you. This concludes our tutorial on using the fitting commands in order to fit images within a content frame. Images within your document will have impact, so be sure that they look good within the layout of the document by using these fitting options correctly.